Welcome back to Arkansas Wushu. Today we're going to be going over the next part of Flashing Wings form. Let's start off by covering what we've already gone over. Should have the salutation. The first technique, which is called drawbridge V. You're going to step up into hand staff A. Doing the second half of hand staff B. Covering. You're going to come up into a technique called opening cow A. Do cup and saucer. Do a cat stance. Turn with an outward block and a flat punch. Followed by 2 more punches. Going back into a cat stance and kick. So let's look at that technique from a couple of angles. From here, you would step forward, turn, outward block punch, double punch, cat back, and kick. Keep those hands up in case something goes wrong. Let's look at it from the other direction. Cup and saucer. You do this cat stance so that you can turn quickly. So when you step, you don't want to step straight out because that's going to slow down your rotation. You kind of want to step over so that rotation pushes you out into almost a boxing stance or a soft throw. As you turn, punch, 1, 2, cat back, and kick. Alright, let's look at that much of it. I'll do it facing both directions. When you finish that technique, you want to step back into a cover. So right after the kick, we're stepping back, cover. Should still be facing your 6 o'clock direction. If you started the form facing 12 o'clock, this happens facing 6 o'clock. Okay, so let's look at all of that, or let's add the next technique. After we do that kick and we step back, want to step back with our right foot, or more step over and then turn so that it becomes stepping back. Do an extended outward block and grab. We're going into a technique that I call Kung Fu Cross A. It does have other names, so it was just taught to me as Kung Fu Cross A, so that's what I'm going to call it in this tutorial. So as we step back, want to grab, do a front thrust kick. As we step down, grab the throat. Still got hold of their arm, so we're going to put that behind our neck and pull down as we stand up. Let's go ahead and look at that all together. Or well, let's look at that one more time by itself. So right after opening cow, step over, grab, kick, eagle's claw, grasp, shuffle in, break the arm, and pull down on the neck. Let's look at it facing 12 o'clock direction, and then we'll look at it starting from the 6 o'clock direction. So if I start the form facing 12 o'clock, and we'll go ahead and add 1 wipe off there. Alright, let's do that facing starting about 6 o'clock. Okay, so those are the next two techniques. They are called Opening Cal A and Kung Fu Cross A. Let's get a dummy and take a look at it with that. That way you can kind of learn more about the techniques. Alright, so we're going to go over Opening Cal B. This is often an attack from behind. I'll have him attack me first. So he's going to come behind me with either a shoulder grab or a choke, anything like that. I'm going to put my hand in a cup and saucer. So this hand in a fist, this hand on top of it. First thing I want to do is move into a cat stance, bringing this foot kind of centered. That way whenever I turn, I have a quick pivot. While I'm pivoting, I'm putting my outward block up to move that arm out of the way, or if he throws another punch, I have something blocking it. At the same time, as I come around, I'm punching the nose. I'm going to follow that up with another punch to the nose, and one more. I like to trap. It's not necessary, it's not part of the technique, but it's just a habit. I want to cat back and kick to the growing. So let's look at that a couple of more times, just a little quicker. So grab again. One. Alright, and then let's do it the other way. Grab him from over here. So he's going to grab me. Okay, so I'm going to have him do it to me a couple of times to kind of teach it. So go ahead and turn around. I'm going to grab from behind. Put your hands in cup and saucer over here. Step around right, outward block, punch, 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 and kick. He's going to kick off his back foot due to a foot injury, just a little easier. But when you do it, try to lift that knee up high just to get a little more power. Okay, let's do it again. 2. Boom, 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 and kick. Alright, do it facing the other way. That way we can get all the angles here. Face that way. 1, 2, 3. Good. And one more time. And 3. Alright, so let's take one nice look at that. Go ahead and grab me one more time. So again, step, turn all at once with an outward block and punch. 2 more punches, cat back, kick off your front leg to the growing. Said if you're injured, there's a lot of other options. You could come with a back foot with a knee. You could come into a clinch. There's a lot of options there, but the technique is taught with a cat stance and a front snap kick. All right, thank you. Let's move on to another technique. Okay, this next technique is called Kung Fu Cross A, or at least it was taught to me as Kung Fu Cross A. When I did my form challenge with Roger Grimes, he pointed out, I think it was called breaking the yoke. It's a different name than what I used, but it was the same technique. But we have a Kung Fu Cross A, Kung Fu Cross B, and this one's going to be Kung Fu Cross A. So I'm going to have the animal attack me first, show it to you slowly from both sides. I'm going to do it to him, and then we're going to just play with it a little bit and show you some variations. Okay, so let's say he's coming at me. This is going to be off of a right punch. You want to step back with your left foot, do an outward block, turn that into an extended outward block, and grab the punch. Make sure to keep this hand up on your guard. You want to do a Japanese thrust kick or a front thrust kick to the groin, and as you set down, grab the throat. Instantly shuffle in, stepping in behind the elbow. You're going to pull the elbow down behind your neck to break it while you pull down on the throat. Let's look at that from the other side. So you're going to throw a right punch, step back, extended outward block grab, kick. Should be a thrust, I wanted to throw a snap kick. Eagle's claw to the throat, shuffle in, pull down on both the arm and the throat while you bring your body up. You know, I'm all right. I got a little bit more pressure than I thought I did. So let's have you try it. So step forward a little bit so you'll have room to step back. I'm going to throw a right punch. I'm going to do an extended outward block and grab, kick, grab the throat, and break. Good. Let's do it one more time on this side. Step forward a little bit so you'll have room to step back. 2, boom, kick, grab. Being so much taller just naturally wants to bring me up off the ground. It's great. So let's look off the other side. Well, I'll use that here in a second. No, it feels good. A little pain never hurt nobody. Okay. Off of a right punch, Boom, kick to the groin, throat, grab. All right, one more time. Do it again. Kick to the groin, grab. All right. So some people like to say, you know, oh, our style is too deadly. We can't spar with this. We can't fight with this. This can easily be adjusted. This is a pretty brutal technique where we're attacking the throat. So we're going to change it up just a little bit to make it more where it could be used in a less deadly situation. So let's change it just a little bit. Let's say you throw that right punch. We can grab, we can kick, we can turn that into a punch to the chin instead of grab. And then go straight for that double leg takedown right there. Boom. And then we've got that position. I probably should have taught him how to fall first. But we'll let him do it right back to me. Okay. Let's go back the other way. Oh, go back.
Oh man, this is it.
Yeah, step back and catch first. Think this first part, think of just opening the car door and pushing it out of the way. Makes it real simple. So you step back, open that car door, push it, grab, kick, and then it could be a grab, could be a punch. You're already there, so go ahead and grab the back of both knees and shoot forward. And they're down. Alright? So with your height, that should be pretty comfortable. I'm going to go ahead and take the slam a little bit just to see what it feels like. So let you go ahead and try that. Alright? So, boom, kick, try again, try again, try again. Relax, breathe, and again. Boom, kick, grab, or punch, down. Good. One more time. Go ahead. You want to do it from the other way?
Yeah. We have blocks over here, man.
Alright. So come through cross modified to a double leg takedown. Kick, hit, down. Good. Not bad. Let's go with one that's just a little bit safer from there. Again, throw that right punch. I could vary that up with a kick after I punch or hit the throat. Let's say I hit the solar plex instead. Then I can come under to an arm triangle, step behind, and then we're going to go around, down, and then I have a choke right there. Okay, so I'm not going to do the takedown. I'm going to show it to you again slowly. Throw the punch, catch, kick. I just hit, went under, up into that carotid artery, grab, step behind. I've got that arm triangle. From there I do a hip throw and land on top of it. Okay? So let's have you stand there. Try it out. First of all, step back and catch. Kick. Hit the throat, but instead of the throat, we're doing a punch here. Now step underneath that arm. Whenever you do, use that forearm to hit the side of the throat. Step behind and use this hand to grab your other hand. Keep this hand here. Let go of my hand. Reach around. Grab your hand. Step behind me. And then swing down to the ground. And if you stay on top of them and keep that squeeze, you can just use your weight to go down into that choke. So let's try that variation one more time. Step back, kick to the groin, kick to the solar plexus, step under, strike, down. Yep. Great. So, those are just a couple of variations if you want a less deadly version of Kung Fu Crosse to play with. Something, you know, if you want to spar, work some takedowns, stuff like that. Anyways, thank you for your help. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.